Friends, good day. This week Bitcoin showed a good growth of 10%, as well as other cryptocurrencies following Bitcoin. And in this video I want to review option strategies that have shown great results in terms of profitability. Let's start at the beginning. Watch this. It's Monday, the start of the trading week. A week ago we started at the 26,800 level. And Monday night we started rising. And as the fake news came out, it later turned out to be fake news about the Securities Commission approving one of the BlackRock Bitcoin spot ETF applications. The market showed what it can do and went up to 30 in a few dozen minutes. The price went up and then it became known that the news was fake and the price went back down. But still, the positive background remained. And by the end of the week, after the Friday options expiration, we saw the continuation of growth, and the price returned to the level of 30,000. In fact, we're up 3,000 since the beginning of the week. That's 10%. And that's just Bitcoin. The other cryptocurrencies decided to keep up. However, if you look at the S&P 500, there is negative dynamics. And that's good, that despite the negative economic dynamics of the stock market index, US stocks, we still see the Bitcoin price rising. Now moving to the daily time frame, I want to say a few words here. Notice the 200-day moving average, and I'm going to zoom in now and you can see this first breakout that I talked about. We couldn't break this curve, but because of the fake news, this rise did happen. But this rise is not even particularly strong compared to the moves that we might see in the future. We may see new Bitcoin uptrend, and we may not see it, because the resistance of level 31, 31.5 are ahead. But further, the space for flying up to 48, 49,000 is open. This chart, the 200-day average, seems useless to many, but the big stock players, whales and investment bankers are really looking at it. This is the end of a bearish trend that started from a high of 68K in late November of 2021 and ended in early March. The Bitcoin price bounced off the 200-day high and a strong growth happened. Bitcoin rose 60% in a matter of days. And now, the longer we stay in the contact zone with the 200-day curve, the more powerful the move will be, so be prepared. We're also seeing low volatility levels right now because we're in the 200-day curve zone. The volatility level is 36 to 37, but still a rise in volatility is possible too. Okay, now let's move on to strategies. So, which strategies performed the best this week because of Bitcoin's rise? I'm only covering Bitcoin, so the video doesn't get too long. You can build strategies for Doge, Matic, and Ethereum on your own. AE Exchange give you all the possibilities to do it for free. The most popular strategy among holders is the in-the-money sold put options. Sold put options of Strike 29, monthly series, with expiration in almost a week. This strategy will yield a profit of $2,128. But remember that selling options has high risks. The next strategy is very simple. Buying a call option. Bought an option with a strike of 29,500 for 70 points, 1,000 contracts. Maximum risk is $73. The price of this option jumped more than 10 times and would give a profit of $837 in a week. The risk is minimal and the profit is high. But you have to be able to catch this moment. You need to understand that this is practically a lottery ticket. The risk of the strategy is that if there's no strong growth, we will lose the entire premium paid for the call options. The next strategy is also quite simple. A vertical call spread. 2,000 contracts of Strike 28 bought, 2,000 contracts of Strike 29 sold. The maximum risk is $400, which is the premium paid for this vertical spread. The profit would be, at this point, $1,300. practically plus 300% of the margin requirements in profit. This strategy is much more interesting than simply holding Bitcoin. The strategy is speculative, and don't forget that if this growth doesn't happen, we will lose $400. And to conclude the list of strategies that performed well this week is the back ratio spread. See, this is where we started, 26,800, and the price went up. In this strategy, we sold 1,000 call options at strike 27 and bought 2,000 contracts with strike 28. As the price rises, the strategy shows a profit of $1,234. The advantage of this strategy is that if the growth had not occurred, we would not have lost a dime. In a negative scenario with the vertical spread, we would have lost the entire premium paid, $400. But with the back ratio spread, we lose nothing even if the price falls. The only risk would be if the price went up and stopped around the 28K strike. The time decay of the options we bought would bring us a loss. In this case, we would have locked in a loss, $100 or $200. And that concludes my list of simple strategies that made a profit this week. If you have any questions, ask them in the comments. Tell me about topics that you're interested in. I will make videos on them. Options trading is financial engineering, the future of cryptocurrencies, which is good for your brain and your pocket. Leave a like if you liked the video, subscribe to our channel. I wish you all the best and successful options trading.